Tonight, from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, it's Week 3 of the NFL preseason on EA Sports. We'll see Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens taking on Teddy Bridgewater and the Carolina Panthers.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Carolina Panthers.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway in the final game of a busy Sunday. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here comes the Patriots offense led by number 1, their new quarterback for 2020. That, of course, Cam Newton.
What an audition last year for Teddy Bridgewater in New Orleans. Not one that he expected to have happen with the injury to Drew Brees. But he stepped into the breach, and the Saints went 5-0 in his starts. And he showed the rest of the league he was ready to be a starting quarterback again. Now he gets his opportunity with a brand-new head coach, a brand-new organization in Carolina.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
McCaffrey, the ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Bridgewater. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays, and kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
Incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Ravens, they'll take over. Now we get our first peek at the Ravens offense, and at the helm, of course, the most valuable player of the NFL in 2019, Lamar Jackson.
And to me, he's one of the 2 most difficult guys in the league to game plan for in the NFL, and I add Patrick Mahomes in that category. But just about every team we talk to getting ready for Lamar Jackson says the exact same thing. We've got to slow him down running the football, yet no one's been able to really do it consistently. Now, the most impressive thing about his game to me, how he's developed as both a passer and a leader. His team believes in him.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
7-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. And this is a guy straight out of college. They're not going to try to groom for a year or two. They want him to produce right away.
That's why they took him in the first round. They expect him to be a starter right away and a future all-pro. So they don't have any time to wait for him to come along. They want him to play right now to help this team.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago. Really, it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
So you have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts, all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff.
On third down, Bridgewater. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A 3-yard loss. Fourth down now.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team...
That's true. That's true. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end, and he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First and 10.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews.
Jackson
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. And that catch number 100 for his young career. And remember, only in his second season. The future, bright. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Pass from Jackson complete to Ingram. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And Jackson throwing once more. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 23. 15 yards on the play. First down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Switch up, switch up.
Now Jackson on first down. Dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson, his throw caught at about the 5. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Baltimore. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
First and goal.
First and goal at the 1. sneak it in for a Ravens touchdown. Punching it. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. That time a 9-play drive. And it's Mark Ingram who caps it off with a touchdown run.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The Carolina offense about ready to go.
This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Bridgewater. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Complete to Chris.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A pickup of 5 yards. First down, Carolina.
And there's Christian McCaffrey with another run CMC as he's known in the Carolina area. Easily the most productive running back in the league last season. 2,392 yards from scrimmage. He's just so dangerous every time he gets the football. Whether you hand it to him, throw it to him out of the backfield, just imagine if they have the guts to let him return kicks as well. This guy is a true triple threat. And that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. Pass incomplete.
Pass thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 37. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 10 more there and another first down.
He was brought down at the 26.
And there's a catch by Christian McCaffrey, and he plays a huge role in the passing attack. He's caught over 100 passes each of the last 2 years. So he is a defense's nightmare because how do you identify him before the snap on him?
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Open man is Robbie Anderson.
Complete to Robbie
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore.
touchdown.
DJ Moore there to make the grab. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well. And they may have run into him after the kick went away.
Killing ourselves.
So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's got Snead. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. These two teams all tied after one.
7-7.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Tackle there by Clay Matthews.
Ingram, the ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And his throw is incomplete. These offensive starters still out there in the second quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the third quarter, if not all the way through it.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the third quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the fourth quarter.
Hard throw, incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
A gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. And back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now it's Davis. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
2nd and 11 now. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. from the red zone now. Bridgewater. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
It's now second.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
On second down, Bridgewater again. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Carolina.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
At the 5-yard line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. McCaffrey on the toss right. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That second down play nets a -4.
And now third and goal coming up. The loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Third and goal for Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone to get you 6?
At their own 25-yard line.
The Ravens offense now. They get set to head back on the field. Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll give this one to Ingram to start things out. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with third and 11.
A loss of 1. Brings up third down and 11.
On third down, Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
10 at the 46-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be second down.
Incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. To throw again, Jackson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
10. At their own 48.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. But what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn it into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
Behind the chain, second and 13. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a third and 14.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Here's Bridgewater. Taking a shot for Samuel. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And his kick is indeed good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, it's complete to Snead. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here we go again. Here we go again.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews.
Jackson's pass.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
At the 40-yard line.
2nd and 6.
To throw again is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. His throw incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now the Panthers going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
16-yard line.
Teddy Bridgewater and his Panthers ready to go again.
He's played a pretty clean 1st half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter. Final play of the half, Bridgewater. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this 1st half of play. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Our starters likely to be out there for the third quarter as we get back underway in this second half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
To throw again on second down. Jackson over the middle, complete. It's Andrews, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Snead's got it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a first down, his fourth catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
Baltimore.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Panthers 39-yard.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He's got it to Ingram, complete. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Is good. Makes the score Panthers 13.
So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Take over first and 10.
The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. Bridgewater going to lead the Panthers up here first and 10 at their 35-yard line. He'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
To Chris Manhertz.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Now, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
At their own 18.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. From the gun, Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
At the 27-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. 23 yards the pickup there.
Baltimore Ravens.
That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brings up second.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Ingram. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Brings up second.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Complete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Operating from the gun. Jackson brought in left side by Snead. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet. Get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Christian McCaffrey.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
On third down, Bridgewater gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Christian McCaffrey on the carry.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. Bridgewater now from the 50. It's caught by Davis. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Complete to
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, instead of fourth down after the incompletion, it'll be first down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. McCaffrey, and he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
McCaffrey with the carry for Carolina.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line.
As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting units still out there for this third quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the second half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up to start the third quarter like you would a regular season game. That's exactly what they wanted to get done.
Hey, a sidebar worth noting is that preseason cuts have changed. So week 3 that we're in right now, the preseason, what'd you say, the roster's going to stay at 90 instead of going down to 75 this year?
That's exactly right, Brandon, because in the past, just what you said, this game here, at the end of week 3, or game 3, you would cut the roster down to 75 and play game 4 just like that. In this case now, though, they're going to be able to keep guys all the way through. So guys who would normally not have a chance to finish out the preseason, they'll get that chance now and get more opportunities to get on tape.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Jackson on first down. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Baltimore. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A first throw for the backup Griffin. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. 2nd and 16. To throw again is Griffin. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Chris Moore was the intended target. And it'll bring up 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. And that is incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact. Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Now it's the backup Greer. Completes it to Davis. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone, and he gave it to him. 15 big yards. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Greer operating from the gun. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas.
Complete to Ian.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd down, Davis. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Mike Davis, the ball.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll run it again here with Davis.
Mike Davis, the ball carrier.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from? Or you a big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Carolina.
Complete to
Seth Roberts, 70 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
For the point after.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
On the return, it's Kenyon Barner. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, you know, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Unnecessary roughness. Defense.
Oh, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the 26-yard line.
Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now. The Ravens on 3rd down. Lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Pride. And now look at him go. He's at the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now it's Barner. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Griffin. He's got a first down and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Chris Moore. That's good for a Baltimore Raven. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 41.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41.
I'm going back to you.
Griffin will throw again. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play that time for the Ravens. And even 40 yards.
Then goal to go.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Gus Edwards taking it in. And the Ravens cut into that lead.
Tucker lining up for the extra point.
Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Fielded near the back of the end zone, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. They begin with a run by Davis. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the fourth.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
At the 45.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
39-yard gain.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Operating in the red zone now, Greer. That's complete right around the 8. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
4-yard line.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. To the air again, Greer. Step, and he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Will Greer ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
No problem there on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now it's Barner. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Brings up a third.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10. Going back to Moore. This time he's got it complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
Well, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A throw over the middle, taken in. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
Brings up.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
56 to Mike. 56 to Mike.
3rd and 2, now Griffin. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Steps away to his left. He'll run it, and he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Pickup. 2nd and 6.
To throw again on 2nd down. Griffin. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A good pickup there, a 22.
Goal at the 1-yard line.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And it's 6 points for the Baltimore Ravens.
Touchdown.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
28-yard line.
The Carolina offense about ready to go.
And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Davis. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first. And defensively going with a dime set, 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Greer now to throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Fielded at the 20. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Griffin to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Second and 10.
Now RG3. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Baltimore, good night, everybody.